welcome all cusp signs to your no contact reading. Hope you guys are doing great out there. Okay, guys, if you're in no contact with someone or there's someone you're not speaking to right now, this message is for you or could be for you. Okay, before I get started, let's just remind everyone, right, that this is time stamped. You guys can find that in the description area. And if you need a personal reading, that's also in the description area. Okay. So there's something that they haven't said that's coming through very clearly. Okay. And if this is your situation, go ahead and like this video, guys. It helps me know that I'm connecting with you. Okay. And take what resonates, what doesn't resonate with you. Go ahead and leave that for someone else. So let's get into this. Aries Taurus, they've been thinking about reaching out, but they're holding back. There's a big reason here. There's something they didn't say when things ended. So they're coming through. They want to let you know that I often wonder if you feel the same way. Wondering a lot. They're saying you were the person I wanted to do life with. So this person does believe that you were their life partner and something fell apart. I recognize now how special and unique you are. Wow. So it's almost like ever since it died, this relationship died, they've been holding back. They don't want to pick up that phone. They don't want to contact you. They want to leave it out in the open about how they really feel. And they really do truly love you and wish that they could have made this work. Yep. They want to bring this forward. They would like to make this message known to you. They want to step forward, but they're still holding back. For some of them, they are talking with someone else about their feelings. They may have even had to go to some kind of therapy or something, seeking some kind of help. I do feel like they're reaching out to friends, family about this situation. They're not coping very well with this. Give me some shadow cards, please, of what they are holding back. It says, I lied to you and I know it. It's almost like now they're starting to realize something they didn't see before, and it's hitting them hard. And what's hitting them hard is, I lied to you. I know I lied to you. If I wouldn't have lied to you, maybe this wouldn't have happened. And I never want to feel this way again. Clarify on 2 tarot cards, please. So they definitely do want to reach out to you to see if they could make amends with you. I think that they would like to start over with you if they could. It's just about finding that strength. Right now, they're just too weak. They just cannot get themselves into this place of wanting to fix this, reach out to you. They're in a very low energy. Their emotions are overriding everything that they're doing at this time. So they're definitely feeling like they're in the wrong direction, or that they have put themselves in the wrong direction. For a lot of you, I think that they may have left. Could have been a third-party situation or whatever was going on. But however it is, it left them in a place where they know they're not supposed to be. Okay. They definitely left themselves unhappy. There could have been a lot of secrets that were going on, but they're also keeping this very secretive, except for probably this person that they're talking to, which, like I said, could be a family member or a friend, counsel, whatever it is. Yep, they do realize that they had, for some of you, manipulated the situation and were very deceptive towards you. Ooh, we have the lying and being very deceptive and having a lot of secrets that came up. And it's almost like they're saying, I wish I would. They have a lot of regret. Look at that. I regret everything that I did. I didn't realize what I lost until it was gone. Oh, boy. For some of you, this is a divorce, or someone, you know, breaking down the homestead. Okay, so whether or not this person will end up reaching out is going to be a little different for everyone, but right now that's what they want to let you know, is that they know that they lied to you. They know that they did wrong, and they realize that they put themselves into jeopardy by making these choices, these wrong choices, which has left them empty. Okay, and for some of you, they even left them homeless. Okay, or they're living with another family member, which could still be homeless, right? Okay, guys. And going on to Taurus-Gemini. Okay, Taurus-Gemini. Let's see what's going on with you. First thing I'm hearing is I need to reach out to Taurus-Gemini. I need to let them know that I really value your opinion and the unique perspective that you have to offer. They do have a lot of respect for you, but I'm not really into you, but I do like the attention that you gave me. For some of you, I don't feel like this is very long ago. I feel like this was something that maybe had not gotten really 100% off the floor for some of you into that real relationship area. I feel like it was something where you feel like this person played with your heartstrings. And for others of you, you know what it is for you, right? But for who I'm picking up, it does feel like there are so many feelings I want to share with you, but I'm shy about opening up. I didn't want to do this. But then again, I felt, oh my gosh. So what happened over here was that they didn't have feelings for you. And now that you're gone, they're realizing what they've missed out on. And now they're actually catching feelings. Before it was like a game. What'd you do to this pimp? You made this player catch feelings for you. That's exactly what this is. You made the player catch feelings for you, Taurus-Gemini. Because it's saying, I didn't really like everything that was going on at the time. I was just playing, man. I was just, but I love the attention. Your attention is like the greatest. And now that everything is over, man, I want to open up to you. I have feelings for you. I don't know what you did to me. What did you do to this person? Oh boy. Yep. Patience, dissent, and self-control. I was going to say deceit because that's the word that I wanted to say, but it's dissent, and that's fine. But there could have been deceit no matter what. You could feel deceived, right? I never want to feel that way again. I lied to you. And give me another one. Yeah, they lied to you because they made you believe one way and it wasn't. I'm telling you, there was deceit. They see how wise and trustworthy and caring you are, and that's why. That's what's really getting them, right? That's what's getting them. And now we need a tarot card. They're realizing that they messed up. It's almost like to the point where it's like I never found anyone so caring and trustworthy like you. Yeah, now they have discouragement and sitting in their own insecurities and despair and disconnection. It's almost like I know that you're not going to reach out to me. I wish you would reach out to me, Taurus-Gemini, but I'm not going to reach out to you. But I think about you. I know that I lied to you. I know that I burned you out. I know I left you restless and stressed out. I think they ghosted you. And you couldn't figure out why they ghosted you. It was because they were playing with your heartstrings, whispering sweet nothings that were literally nothing. And now that there's nothing there, they're realizing that their secret is, I fell for you. How could this be? Now I can't come back and really tell you. How am I going to tell you? Because look, I already lied to you. You thought we had something going and we didn't, but now I feel like we should. Okay, guys. And going on to Gemini-Cancer. Okay, Gemini-Cancer. What's going on with your person? I'm not the person you make me out to be in your mind. It's all a fantasy. We are definitely not on the same page. So there's something that they didn't want to say when things ended. It was pretty much that we're out of sync. I'm not exactly who you think I am. If you ask me, I will say no. Okay. They're saying we do not have a soul connection. And there was no love. This person's a player. You could have felt like this person ghosted you or just abruptly got up and left out of nowhere, which can still be a part of ghosting, right? And this is because they realized that this is not where they need to be, that they were living a lie. That they made you believe in lies. See what the shadow side has to say. I know shadow cards are not always the nicest, but they're made. Let's see. We need the truth. It says, I'm waiting for an apology. Okay, guys. And a tarot card. So they feel like you need to apologize to them. That could be for some of you, not all of you. I almost feel like I want to pull another card because I don't think that's for everyone. I think that's going to hit home with who that needs to hit home with, but I don't think it's for everyone. If anything, I think that they owe an apology. Okay, here's one. You may be dealing with a narcissistic person, guys. You didn't break me. So whatever the argument was before they bailed, I don't need your approval. Yeah, whatever the argument was before they bailed. And then it's kind of crazy because for some of you, why am I feeling... I'm just going to break these into two. Why do I feel like they're playing victim for like no reason? You're like, they didn't even make an argument. The argument was in their head. That was because they were trying to force this relationship to die. So they made arguments over nothing. And that was because they're saying, no, we're not on the same page. I don't want to have anything to do with you because, because I don't think that you are my soulmate. I don't think that we're on the same page. I don't, this is not real love. Maybe they're non-committal. They're either non-committal, a narcissist, or both, right? Or just very immature, emotionally immature. Let's see what the tarot has to say. Give me two cards for Gemini Cancer before we end this. They said they were hustling. They felt that they were hustling and they wanted a lot of recognition. They liked your attention, but they didn't want it to turn into love. Player energy. So they walked away. And then they try to blame you for it feels like they're blaming you for the situation. It's easier for them to blame you than for them to blame themselves. Because if they have to blame themselves, they don't like that, right? They're too prideful. I seen the pride because see, pride, too much pride. They have too much pride in themselves to say, I was the one. So let me just push it onto you. It's easier. That was my easy. That's taking the easy way out. Surprised we didn't get that card. We do have a card that says that. So we'll throw that into the mix as well. Okay, guys. Going on to Cancer, Leo. Okay, Cancer, Leo. I don't really see you in a romantic way. So I feel like this person feels like it's more friendship than anything. Let's grab a deck of cards over here. Clarify on what's going on with Cancer Leo's person. Hustle mode. So they could feel there's a lot of player energy going on here. Playing with your heartstrings. Doesn't mean so much that they're a player, like they have a lot of boyfriends and girlfriends. It just means that, I was playing with you. I was having a good time. It was a friendship that turned into a almost romantic. It almost feels like as soon as it started becoming romantic, they pulled away. And you're like, hey, where'd you go? Okay. Yeah, because I'm not looking for anything real at this time. I was just playing with you, which really hurt you. And you can feel that. They want you to know that they're seeing the situation differently now. They're saying, I'm open to exploring things with you, but I can't make any promises. This isn't a romantic situation. So if you want to give me attention, I'll take the attention. Okay. Okay. So they like your attention, but as soon as you became romantic with them or wanting to go to the second level or you're my girlfriend or my boyfriend, that's when they pulled away because they said, no, this is just a plaything. This is maybe friends with benefits type of situations where they want to keep it. Could be dealing with fire sign. It doesn't have to be. But this is definitely someone who wants attention. But now they left because they feel like you were coming on too strong. You may be wanting to go to the next level, or they thought that. Because it's kind of crazy, Cancer, you say, I never even thought that, but maybe they thought that was the intention. I think this person lives in their head. Could also be an Aquarius. I am happy that it's over. Yeah, because they don't trust you. They don't trust anyone. Could be dealing with Capricorn. But I do hope that you're happy. Okay. So this person does hope that you are happy. They do still see you as a friend or a situation. It's just not the situation that they wanted. So even if they live in their head, could also be a Pisces. Getting a lot of different kinds of signs. I'm just going to throw this in as I see them. But no matter what the situation is, this is where they believed, or maybe you did do so, okay? You did try to go to the next level, okay, where they're lacked the long term. They're saying, this wasn't supposed to be a long term, and it's not supposed to be a relationship. No. It's just us playing around. I'm not moving forward with you in that direction. Hey, but if you want to start over and, you want to come back, you want to, text me or do something, and if I see it and I want to do so, or when I feel like I'm comfortable enough to do so, then, we could do this, but not on the terms of romance. Okay. Thank you. Going on to Leo-Virgo. Leo-Virgo. Clarifying what's going on with your person. For a lot of you, I do feel like they did leave abruptly and have not said anything. Of course, that's what the reading is. But I mean, literally, like it was, I feel like for a lot of you, it was chaotic. It was definitely a tower moment. They packed up their shit, they left, or you packed up your shit and you left. Like literally just went in different directions, mad, angry, frustrated. So how is their person feeling about them? What do they want them to know that they didn't say when they left that door, slammed that phone, blocked you, however it is? Card coming out is, I recognize the potential between us, but I also harbor some uncertainties. There's a lot of doubt. It's saying, look, we could have made this work. We could probably make this work, but because of the way that things were left, the way that things have blown up, my heart isn't open to anyone because of the way I was hurt. So they feel like you hurt them. I think you guys may have hurt each other. There was a lot of things that were going on. And then it just boom, because it says also harboring those uncertainties. But I think that the buildup that was not said was also what happened. So I do feel like there was a blow up, whether it was by you or them, which turned into this not so fun time. Give me some cards. They want you to know that right now you are not a part of their plan, and I did lie to you. And thank you for leaving me. Ooh. So I'm happy it's over. Okay. What's the bottom card? I do wish you well. Okay. Let's see. So I would have to say that right now what they really want you to understand is that they're definitely still very upset about this situation. It doesn't matter how long ago it was, that they're still harboring this negative feeling and they have not gotten over it. You could be dealing with a Pisces, Aquarius, Virgo. And could also be a Capricorn. So what do they want you to know? I seen you as loyal and devoted. I seen you this way. I did believe that you were my love at first sight, but through this misinformation and all of this communication and this misunderstanding, this fight that we had, I do not want to reconcile. Reconciliation in reverse. At least not at this time, because they're harboring too much pain, too much maybe victimization. For some of you could say they're playing victim. However it is. They may know that you also have walls, and maybe that's another reason too that they wouldn't reach out. But right now, I'm going to tell you right now, they're not going to do so because they're in this place of their own quiet power. Okay. And they're looking onward. So they're definitely holding a grudge to this situation. And very mad. Very, very mad. Hurt and mad. Okay. On to Virgo-Libra. Okay, Virgo-Libra. Whoa, that card just fell right out. They want you to know that you are my soulmate. They're saying things were left unsaid between you and I really do value, I really do value your opinion and the unique perspective that you have to offer. But my love life isn't really a priority at this moment. Ooh, so whatever went on between the two of you, they're saying, yeah, we did have something going on. But because of the pain of what happened between the two of us, I'm not opening up to anybody right now. I do feel like they're saying, I need time to heal. Okay. I'm not opening up right now because I'm really sorry, but I can't reciprocate your feelings at this time. So I do feel like this person is brokenhearted. I feel like they did feel like the two of you were supposed to be together. And then when this went sour, they really got hurt from the situation. And now they're pulling themselves into a hermit mode. Could be dealing with a Cancer, Virgo, Pisces, Scorpio. Could be a water sign. Right now they're saying they're being sincere to themselves and keeping to themselves and keeping secrets to themselves. So I do feel like deep down inside they do still have feelings for you, but they're not going to open up to show that. But they do want you to understand that they do believe that you're their soulmate. They're trying to accept the pain of the unrequited love between the two of you. And they're trying to face their heart. They're trying to face their own heart. And they have a lot of concerns and a lot of worries about what's to come for them in love. And another card, please. Yet I loved myself enough to walk away. I also feel like it's also, love myself enough to walk away. I understand you better now where you're coming from. For some of you, it's I scared myself that day. I don't know what kind of anger this person may have shown you. But your body language told the story of how much I scared, not just myself, but maybe you. That's for some of you, not all of you. But I've been struggling to pretend that you didn't mean that much to me. That's why, because they're so hurt that they're in their own head and in their own way. So they want you to understand that you do mean so much to me. I do believe that you're my soulmate, but I cannot put myself into this place, and I shouldn't put you into this place either. That's really the feeling that's coming off this person. Okay. And going to Libra-Scorpio. Okay, your person wants you to know, what are we waiting for? Let's do this. Your person really wants to come back to you. I feel like you have blocked this person. I think it's a little bit different. If you know you have blocked this person and don't want anything to do with this person, they want you to know, I'm waiting for you, Libra Scorpio, to reach out to me. I want to do this with you. I'm totally in love with you. I could talk to you for hours and hours. You know, this is kind of crazy because I feel like your reading is a little bit different from everyone else's, because it's like you're in no contact with this person, but you might think about this person. Maybe you think about reaching out to this person, but you know this person is toxic. So there's something about this person that's toxic, or you know that they have other priorities besides yourself. They put you last. But this person really wants to reach out to you, but they hold themselves back and they will not reach out to you. And I think that either you have blocked them or they have blocked you, but yet they still want you. There's a lot of mind games going on over here. If they have blocked you, but yet want you, that's a mind game. For themselves. For themselves, absolutely. Think about it. I really want Libra Scorpio and I want to reach out to that person, but I'm not going to do it. So talk about a roller coaster in their own head. Now, if you know, Libra Scorpio, that you block this person, they cannot get through because you've waited for this person and you wanted to know the truth about how this person is feeling. See what I'm saying? Then here you go, right? I don't believe that the person's seeing the situation differently now. I think the person has already felt this way before. It's just that they left and had not contacted you because they did not want to open up to you this way. It could be fear of rejection, that you were going to be their priority. Now, yeah, there was something over here too for some of you, that they knew that they were sinning. They knew that they were being very toxic. They knew that they had other priorities that may have not been good, and maybe this is where it fell. Maybe they were alcoholics. Maybe they drank too much. Maybe they were partying with other people, having sexual relations outside of the relationship. There's something going on here. And they're realizing that, you know what, this is where my enchanted love was. This is where I fell in love with you, Libra Scorpio. But because of this dark side that I have to myself, or my other priorities, I'm not going to give that to everybody. I'm going to use other priorities, became the outstanding factors. Okay. Yeah, I'm getting self-control. No, self-control has really led this relationship to have to take immediate action. So I think that whatever this fallout was, it was immediate, it was big, it was huge. Okay. And if they broke up with you not knowing what was going on, you may have felt like, why are you punishing me? You're the one that's doing all this shit. So they could have turned the tables on you, making you feel like you're the one that was doing something wrong when it was themselves all this time. You had given everything. You were trying. And the reason is because it's called counterattack. They counterattacked you, making you feel like it was your fault. And even if it was that you were really busy and you had other priorities while they were doing something else over here as well, it doesn't matter. It was still counterattacked at you. But they're also saying, I don't know how to let go. So this person is definitely dealing with their dark side, their shadow side. They're going back and forth within their minds about how much they do love you, but then they get mad and want to counterattack you in their head because they haven't reached out to you yet, right? Because they're afraid that if I say something, what if they don't come back? I still see you standing there, looking at me like that, looking at me. And I pretended like I didn't care about the tears that were falling from your eyes, about the frustration that you were holding within. So what their heart is telling them versus what their mind is telling them is two different scenarios. Because deep down inside, they do have love, but they didn't want to get rid of whatever was going on or admit to their faults enough to keep the relationship alive, so they want to attack you. And so they're literally letting you know, even if I was here, I want you to know that I really want to do this with you. But why then, if you want to do this with me, are you still harboring all of this? Would we be able to let that go, or would it always stay there for them to jab at you when something happens, that I can bring up the past of what happened before? See, that's a problem. Dark side. Okay, guys. Okay, Scorpio, Sagittarius. Let's see what's going on over here. I can't help but be interested in everything you do. I'm not contacting you because I'm hiding out. Whoa. Maybe there could be more between us, but I wouldn't want to jeopardize our friendship. I'm not sure what to do. Wonder what would happen if we join forces, actually join forces. So I do feel like this is a friendship that, obviously, that they want to take it to the next level, but they're scared. They're scared to jeopardize the friendship. They're afraid that if you guys get together, it won't work. Maybe they've tried that before or seen other people do this. We've all seen it, right? We've all seen it. I mean, even in high school, it's like the two best, he's my best friend. We're going to date. And all of a sudden, now we hate each other a week later, right? So it really does feel like that's what's going on over here, showing interest. So it says right here, I've been showing my lack of interest, but you've been ignoring all my signals. There it is. There it is. This friend really wants to get together with you. I get excited when I think about how incredible we could be together. So if you say, where did my friend go? Why did they ghost me? How come he hasn't been reaching out, or she hasn't been reaching out like she usually does? Right. Roller coaster for them. But no matter what the situation is, there's this insecurity of maybe they won't like me, maybe they won't take me, maybe rejection. And then also, what if they do say yes and then it ruins it, and then I'll never see this person again, this person that I love so much. And I want you to know, I wish you would come back, or I wish that I could reach out. Let's put it that way. For some of you, this ended up in some kind of argument, and you kind of like went away. It's going to be different for each of you, because it also says I was careless with you. And then for others of you, what do we have for the others? That they're just holding back and just have not reached out. I'm different now. The reason they're different now is because they do harbor these feelings. I hope I will see you again sometime. Well, they've really kind of closed the chapter over here, and you guys are kind of, I don't know, I think I fantasize about you. I think that for some of you, you're really confused of what just happened. For others of you, there was a little bit of a spat that went on, and you pulled back your energy, and then they went silent. You went to write them back, and then they didn't write back. And then you confused you, like, but I thought we were friends. We can have a little spat, we've done it before. But that's because they're harboring deeper feelings for you in this place of love. Okay, guys. Okay, Sagittarius, Capricorn. This person wants you to know that they left, but they want you to understand that you're incredibly alluring to me. They were definitely attracted to you. I could talk to you for hours and hours. I recognize the potential between us, but I also harbor some uncertainty. So they were uncertain about the way you felt about the situation. So they left things unsaid, and it feels like they did ghost, that they just disappeared. They did feel like you guys had a pretty unique connection, but they didn't think that you felt the same way they felt. It feels like everything got off, at a really fast start, at a fast pace, because you were so attracting and alluring to them, but they didn't feel that energy from you. The way, whether you were hiding the energy or you felt it was really fast, but then you were like, hey, I thought we were building something, right? So then all of a sudden, this is how I felt. What else do they want to say? I took the easy way out. Yeah, by ghosting is the easy way out. That's the easiest way. Instead of saying, hey, Sag-Cap, how do you feel about me? Because I think that you're amazing, and I think, this, that, and the other, and making that connection grow, it feels like they took the easy way out. They said, oh, I'm not sure. There's a lot of insecurities to this situation from their doubts and fears. Doubts and fears are those insecurities saying, oh, they don't feel the way I feel because I give them all this attention, all of this stuff, and they just kind of play it cool, right? There has to be this bond. There has to be this trust. I can build with you to, really trust you, but I'm not going to just trust you because you tell me you love me, or you tell me, we can talk for hours, or you can tell me I'm so cute, I'm so pretty, I'm so handsome. That's not building trust. That's just words. That Capricorn side is never going to allow that at all. Your Sag says, we can have some fun, for sure. But then your Cap side says, I don't know. Can I trust this? Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Can I trust this person? Is this person trustworthy? That's you now. That's crazy because I said it. So I'm going to kind of put this over here because it's not really them. It's you. Yeah. So they feel like there was some kind of misunderstanding when it came to the situation. So they had a lot of concerns and worry that there was unrequited love. But then you have to say, was it a long-term relationship? Was it long enough to be a love situation? Because for some of you, I feel like they love bombed you. And it became very overwhelming for you, but then it became very overwhelming for them because you didn't say it back. That's what I'm getting out of this, that you didn't say it back. So they said in their head, see ya. And you were like, bye. But then you kind of started thinking, okay, wait, but are they going to reach out again? Why did they go quiet? Why did they go quiet on me? Where did they go? Okay, I'll give them a little bit of chance to see if they're going to come back. I'll see what's going to go on. I'll see what's there. I'll see if we're going to, make a fresh new start out of this situation. But then they never came. They never came back. Now, they could have some inner childhood problems when it comes to insecurities. Okay, but it does look like they were saying, well, I was going to try one more time, but I'm fearing that Sag-Cap's not going to feel the same way I am, so I want you to know I'm leaving. Okay. Capricorn, Aquarius. Ooh, this is interesting. All these cards are in reverse. It's very interesting. They're holding a grudge. So right here is, you really know how to make me laugh. They're saying, no, you don't know how to make me laugh. Why do I feel like that's lies? I find myself thinking about you a lot. I don't think about you at all. Really, if you didn't think about them at all, then why are you thinking about reaching out? Sure, talk about lying to Cap-Aqua. You're also lying to yourself. Okay, Now, this one's upright, though. This one says, I do like you and a lot of other people, too. Ooh, so keeping my options open. I was keeping my options open. I didn't want you. So what they're trying to tell you is I was playing with your heartstrings, and I just wanted you to know I was hustling. I'm a player. You know, I want you to understand that I didn't want to just give my heart out to you because I didn't really open my heart anyways. I think you're great, but I was worried about what other people would think. What, the people that you were hustling as well? The other players that you were playing with? You were afraid of, it feels like a third party situation, or just anybody. Could be five. I don't know, because I don't think for a lot of them, that for a lot of you, this person was even settled down with anyone. I think that they just playing around. And they gave you a lot of attention, made you feel a certain way, and then were going out doing it to others, or maybe they did have a girlfriend or a boyfriend at home, however it is. Yep. Because I'm the devil. They could be a Capricorn as well. Player, there it is. I don't use that as a player card very often, but there it is, coming in hot and heavy, just for a good time. At that time, this is why I ghosted you, because I wasn't looking for a real relationship anyways. So what they really want to tell you is I was playing with your heartstrings. Don't think about me because I'm not thinking about you. The lesser of two evils, my ass. This person had a lot of confusion when it came to the situation. You know, it's kind of crazy because I think, yeah, this is why they were holding back and they ghosted you. They were holding back their feelings. They didn't want any feelings. They were holding tight, but then all of a sudden it was almost like they were kind of letting go and showed you a side of them that they weren't supposed to expose. Oh, you caught the player. Exposed the player. Brought out the side of the player. They didn't like it, so they ghosted you. They felt exposed and vulnerable. Absolutely. You brought out a side of them that they weren't supposed to show the world. Yeah. They were vulnerable. They were starting to get new feelings. They were starting to get feelings. They're lying to themselves. So what they're telling you is, this is the way it was supposed to be, but then you exposed my vulnerabilities. How'd you do that? And then that made them dip. You made them open up. They realized who you were. They realized that they had feelings for you. They got scared and they dipped. And that's what they want you to know. It's almost like a how dare you, Cap-Aqua, open my heart. How dare you? Okay, guys. Okay, Aqua-Pisces, let's see what's going on with you. Okay, let's see. It's comforting to know that we have each other's support when it matters. But right now, the most loving thing you can do is just to let me be. Let me go. Don't take this personally, but my heart now belongs to someone else. So they want you to know that their heart belongs to someone else, someone very special to them. I recognize how special and unique you are, but I definitely have someone else that I'm messing around with now, or that I love, or whatever. So what they really want you to know was, don't go thinking about me reaching out to me, because I've got another person now. I'm taken. Are they lying? I've done so many of these readings, and it's like what they really want to tell you, and then it's like what their mind says, what their heart says are two different things. And a lot of these things, like, are they lying to make you believe? I don't know. Let's see. I wondered how far this would go, but, and I never used to look at you that way. I do wish you well. I never want to feel that way again. And I know more than you think. But I don't know what to say. Okay? I know more than you think, but I don't know what to say. Okay. You have the courage They say that this relationship was nothing but toxic and harmful, and you know it. So you just need to let me go. Being with you is like being with a punishment. It was a double-edged sword every time. Somebody felt like they had loss of freedom in this situation, whether this was a forced marriage or whether this is something that was excessive. It felt like, somebody felt like they were always losing. Like, I know that I was always making you feel like you couldn't be with your friends or holding you back from your family. Kind of a narcissistic relationship here. So now they want you to know I found somebody else to be with, but I do have some regrets on the way that I treated you. And I did ghost you, or I did, block you. I left in the middle of the night. There was some deception, and I did feel like I was getting away with stuff. I did feel like I was doing things behind your back. Okay? And however my plan was to get out of this relationship was acting strategical. Now, if you knew that you were acting strategical to get out of this relationship, it was almost like they knew that what you were doing. That's what they're saying. So watch that, right? They're saying, I knew that you were going to pick up your shit and you were going to leave. I didn't stop you. But I had an idea. I knew that this was going to happen sooner or later. As I remember and I go through the past memories of what was going on through the situation, I knew that you were going to leave, or I knew I needed to get up and leave. Pisces-Aries, let's see what's going on with you. I hear like, if I could have seen it this way before, then me and Pisces-Aries would not have had this problem. We could have fixed this problem, but it's too late now. Because it says right here, I often wonder if you feel the same way. Do you still think about me? If we could have actually joined forces and actually been the team that we needed to be, it could have been so different. Because you really know how to make me laugh. So there was a lot of good things going on over here that they really wanted to let you know that they realize now is how good it was before it wasn't. Or how good it was before I disappeared and didn't allow things to be that way, one or the other. Right now, the most loving thing you can do is just let me go. And don't take this personally, but my heart now belongs to someone else. Don't be heartbroken. Because my heart is now open to someone else. I was heartbroken until this person came in, and it's comforting to know that I have someone who can support me when it matters. Okay, take that how it resonates. Not even going to go there. Okay. Couple of cards. We are more alike than you want to admit, or that I would like to admit. I didn't realize it until we weren't together. I thought I really didn't know you, but then I realized knowing you is kind of like knowing me in some ways. Oh, okay. So if you guys are too much of a for some of you, if you're too compatible, sometimes you bump heads. And it says sometimes I hear your voice. I feel like they feel like when they do hear your voice, it's very soothing to them, because there is this deep love that they have for you, but they just know that you guys cannot get along, and that something went sour, or it either didn't last long, or just couldn't really get off the ground, or it was years of pain. Take that how it resonates. But no matter what it is, they still think about you, and it still makes them feel like, what if we would have worked this out? How is it? I want to dig deep just 1 second, guys. How is their relationship with the other person? The person that they're with now? He feels lonely and isolated. This person makes him feel very lonely and isolated because this person isolates themselves. Could be dealing with a Virgo who likes to hide out. So it makes him feel a lot of heartbreak and suffering. So that's why he thinks a lot, or she thinks a lot about you, because see what I'm saying? It's the nostalgic feelings of, remember when we used to laugh? Remember when we used to, my new person doesn't do that, or they used to and they don't do it anymore. So there was things that nostalgically come towards me about you and how our relationship was so good. And this person likes to, They're not the best team player. Okay. So they're a little boring. They're a little boring. Okay. And with you, they feel like there was a lot going on. So it really brings them in their head. So they do feel like this is what they are seeing after the relationship is missing you. Till next time.